Capricorn, you're shifting right now. You're shifting between in and out of different states of being, states of attention, states of energy. Your overall energy right now is Mercury at this time. These are timeless readings. But with this energy, like I said, you are like transforming through shifting states. And these states that you shift between feel very significant because each state that you kind of, it's like the Mercury energy is kind of this energy of going between realms, between solid and liquid states of being. So maybe you're really focused on the physical things, physical aspects at times, and then you slip into this spiritual, energetic aspect of your life situation or your transformation at this time. And so as you shift between whatever this could represent for you, the yin and the yang, you know, the feminine and masculine, whichever shifts here that you're sort of gliding between, working with both, it feels that the reason why you're doing this is because here you have the Seven of Wands as well. Okay, so there's been a tough situation. There's been a boundary, like a ground that you are shifting these things, these energies, these realities, and you're shifting between them as your own, you know, self is trying to grow into the next level. You're also building a foundation and protecting something that maybe there was a threat before. Maybe there was a threat. Somebody threatened to destabilize the foundation or the life that you're trying to build. I was hearing a buzzing, and so I was like looking around, what is this buzzing? And I couldn't find the source of the buzzing. And I don't know, maybe someone here is like hearing a lot of buzzing, or there's a lot of electricity or static coming through, like, or there's like static in your life that you are sort of shifting through, okay, making sense of things with this Mercury energy and the Seven of Wands. And of course, if you're new here, I do meditate in your energies like these until I receive a vision from Spirit. I have it here in front of me. I write it out. So once I receive the vision, I will then, you know, take notes as Spirit has shown me, and then I will write it out for you as I have seen it, felt it, and moved through it, because Spirit wants you to experience it in the way that I saw it. The message is for you, Capricorn, not me. Okay, so please let yourself move through the vision once we get to it. Okay, I have written it out here. I'm going to read it in just a moment, and after I read the vision, and this one is a long one, this is a long vision, and also this is part one of two or a multiple series, which I've been doing with Taurus, and now you're kind of the second sign that Spirit's kind of pushing. It's like the cycle, right? You're going to have to go between these visions, just like the Mercury energy, and you're going to have to figure out what Spirit is guiding you through within each vision and why you're going through these stages. Okay, I feel like that's really important. And it's also really important for you to stand your ground at this time. You also had 3 more cards here, which are important, and there's some dates, some insights into timing or something here. Okay, so you had the past perplexity, 22nd to the 27th of September. Okay, and the number 45. So something from your past could be coming in. Family and abundance, 22nd to the 27th of May. This is kind of like the Ace of Cups, like a new abundance coming in. We're going to be tapping into these, all clarifying them in the tarot reading after the vision. And you had the Judgment, protection of the divine forces, moral rebirth, changing of situations. Okay, so something is changing here. Something powerful is shifting into abundance, into something very powerful, okay? And the vision too, this vision is a very powerful vision. This is one of my favorite visions I've ever received. Just like the Taurus readings where there's part 1, 2, and I'm working on part 3 right now. Very powerful, okay? And there is a very powerful lesson in there for you. So at this time, please clear your mind, clear your energy, and move through the vision as Spirit wanted you personally to move through it, okay? If you'd like a personal vision reading with me, guys, I'm just gonna say it now. It's in the description box below, okay? You stand at the edge of the bridge, your breath shallow, the chill of the night crawling across your skin like a living thing. Before you stretches a narrow, ancient structure, a bridge carved of black stone and iron, creaking with age and sorrow. Each slab beneath your feet seems to remember screams. The darkness around you pulses, alive and watching. Beneath the bridge, red lightning cracks across a bottomless abyss, illuminating violent clouds of smoke that twist like tortured souls. The lightning doesn't strike. It reaches, clawing upward, as if trying to pull the bridge, and you, down into its wrath. The air stinks of sulfur and scorched memory. Above you, blue lightning dances in silence, weaving webs of eerie brilliance through the shrouded sky. It doesn't roar like the red. It whispers. You feel it in your spine, a cold knowing, a beckoning intuition that there is truth in the storm, if you dare to listen. And then you look ahead, far in the distance, and you see it. The castle. It waits at the far end of the bridge, its crooked towers spearing the sky like the ribs of some dead god. A pale, unnatural light leaks from its windows, flickering like the eyes of something that doesn't sleep. The walls seem to breathe, slow, deliberate inhales, as though the stone is sentient, as though it knows you're coming. You don't remember how you got here, you only know you must reach it. But the bridge won't let you pass so easily. The first step forward is met with a groan from the stones, not mechanical but organic, like the moan of something waking beneath your feet. A thick fog curls over the path ahead, rising from the cracks, coiling like fingers. Within the mist, shadows move, some tall and lurching, others crawling with too many limbs. You can't see their faces, only the gleam of the eyes that don't blink. They're waiting, some curious, some hungry. Midway across the bridge, chains hang from the sky like the threads of some great celestial spider. They swing slowly, as if stirred by your thoughts, and from them dangle cages, some empty, some not. You hear a soft weeping from one, and in another a rattle, dry and desperate. A gust of wind cuts through you. It carries voices, your name, whispered in a tongue you don't recognize but understand nonetheless. Promises, warnings, lies. The structure beneath you trembles. A section of the bridge ahead fractures, stone splitting like ice. A chasm yawns, daring you to leap. Below, the red lightning flares in anticipation. You take another step. The blue lightning flickers. You feel something shift behind your eyes. You're being watched. Not by the shadows or the creatures or the castle, by the storm itself. It knows why you're here, but it won't help you, not yet. This place is a threshold, not just to the castle, but to something deeper. If you fall forever. If you reach the end, you'll find what you came for, and nothing will ever be the same. You cross the first third of the bridge. Steps steady, your heartbeat sinking with the groan of the wind. But then a clang, sudden, sharp. A metal shriek. Behind you, the chains overhead begin to twist downward. The cage is trembling. One of them snaps open with a rusted scream, and something falls to the bridge. It lands on all fours. A figure cloaked in black feathers and bone. Its limbs too long, its face a cracked, bird-like mask. No eyes, just hollow sockets leaking black vapor. It tilts its head and begins to crawl toward you fast, faster than anything that size should be able to move. You run. But the bridge shifts, the stones rearrange, cruel and deliberate. It wants you to face it, so you stop. You breathe. When the creature lunges, you dodge, barely. Its claws scrape sparks from the stone. You grab one of the loose hanging chains, swing your body around it, and kick the thing in the chest. It falls back, shrieking. You land hard, bones, jarred but standing. There's no time to think. The creature lunges again. You draw the shard, the one you've kept hidden in your coat, black crystal, warm to the touch. You don't know why you have it, only that it's meant for things like this. You raise it high. The blue lightning above crackles, and a single bolt threads through the shard like a scream. The creature freezes mid-leap. Then it implodes, sucked into itself and vanishing into the fog like breath into a grave. Silence falls. Even the wind seems afraid of what just happened. But you keep moving. Further ahead, the bridge narrows, its rails crumbled and gone. Here the air is thick, almost liquid. It pushes against you, smothering, trying to turn you around. Something stirs beneath the stones, and with a deep, thunderous snap, hands burst up from the gaps in the bridge. Not human, not alive. Skeletal things cloaked in frost and screaming wind. They claw at your legs, try to drag you down. You kick, break fingers, stumble forward, but the hands multiply. And then the bridge tilts just slightly towards the abyss. You fall to your knees. The shard won't help this time. It's humming, yes, watching, but offering no aid. This is something older, more inward. A thought flickers in your head, not yours, but placed there. Sing. You don't understand, but the command throbs in your skull like a drumbeat. Sing. So you do. A sound leaves your mouth, low, trembling, ancient. A note you don't recognize, but one that feels etched into your bones. It's not a song of hope, it's a ward, a tone of resistance. The hands freeze. Then, slowly, one by one, they retreat, folding back into the cracks from which they came, as if soothed or warned. The bridge rights itself. You stand once more. Ahead, the castle looms closer now, its great gate yawning open like a wound in the world. You're almost there, and whatever waits for you inside is beginning to stir. So Capricorn, it was a very beautiful vision. It's very packed with this intense energy, okay? The survival instinct even too. And I always encourage you guys to go back and listen, because a lot of these spiritual messages and energies and things that Spirit wants to show you, everyone's gonna, receive this message differently. There's powerful symbolism and meaning in the visions. And I put a lot of work into the visions, okay? I write it out for you, as I've seen it. And so it's really important to me that you put yourself there in the scene at that time, whenever you find this message, okay? And so you stand your ground in the vision, okay? You never give up. And the red lightning and the blue lightning, they symbolize different things, okay? The red lightning below you, and this is what this Mercury energy is. It's like both of these energies have something to offer, something to give. And at different times you have to work with different energies in your life, okay? The red was coming, it was like a Mars energy, okay? Electric, fire, anger, heat, intensity, passion, also fear and ego was in there as well. That's what I felt. And then the blue lightning was like intuition, emotion, the feminine, okay? And the red would be the masculine. This renewal energy, this power of of knowing almost. There's a sense of like knowing between, it's like the blue would be the liquid, okay, the spiritual in the Mercury, and the red would be the physical, the life, the tangible. And as discussed, we have something here about a protection, okay? Divine forces are protecting you at this time. And there's a change of situations. I feel that obviously this will be clarified in part 2 or part 3 or whatever. I don't know how many of these are going to be. Spirit will advise me. But there's a change of events, and I feel that the castle is your destination. The castle holds something that you desperately need, seek, or have been trying to find. An answer or something very powerful lies in that castle. That's all I know at this time, okay? So we're not going to linger on that too much, but there's something waiting for you there, and I can't wait to go there with you. So let's tap onto these more here for you right now, Capricorn. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe if this was fun for you in any way. 2 of Swords, a decision perhaps between the energies, the red lightning and the blue lightning, okay? A decision, a 2, a balance, okay? A balance of the 2 is really what I'm getting for you. The choice that you make to use both the energies of solid and liquid, of masculine and feminine, of using both tools. In the vision, one time you used this shard, this black shard, a tool at your disposal, okay? And not only did you use that to defeat the little monster that was, you know, coming at you quite fast, but you also combined this shard, okay, with the lightning. The lightning came down, connected with the shard, and it gave it more power, okay? So you're not just using one tool, you're combining multiple tools with the Mercury energy, with the 2 of Swords, okay? You're finding clever ways of changing things in your life, and you're combining the energies because you realize that you are more powerful when you do. You realize that there are pieces that go together, and then there's other pieces that don't. So sometimes you will try to put, you know, you will try to put one energy, you will try to make it work for something. And then when it's not enough, you go, okay, I can try adding this. And then that might not work. So you're always like experimenting, okay? You're in this experimental phase. You're crossing this bridge to get to your destination. And the challenges that come up, you never give up. You always stand your ground. But not only that, you also now, you change the situation, and you're able to win the battles because you combine these energies, okay? The Mercury energy is very powerful for you at this time. What is an energy that will help guide Capricorn through this season of life, this chapter, this energy, whatever this is for you? Something that will help you at this time. The King of Swords. Okay, so having a clear direction. I feel that some of you might, you know, be facing multiple paths or ways of like, it's like multiple bridges. And so the first thing that you need to do, Capricorn, is figure out which bridge is going to lead you to the right castle or to the actual castle, okay? So first and foremost, that mental clarity, okay? You need to have that with you on this journey. You need to know exactly where you're going. Even if you don't know what's there or why you're going, you just need to have the mental clarity of, I want to go this way. And that mental clarity is going to be strength for you moving forward, because that's something you need to have, because crossing this bridge is very scary. There's going to be obstacles. And so as long as you have this dedication, the dedication to your path ahead, like that you're doing this for yourself, that you're doing this for the right reasons, that you chose this path and this is what you want. And so that's going to help you. That's where you're going to draw your strength from at this time. So what's a challenge energy? Something that will challenge you along the way. Though we've had some challenges come up in the vision, right? Those are challenges too. Let's see. Page of Wands. I feel for you here, it might be really hard to get started on this journey for some reason. Like there's something in your life that either keeps escaping you or keeps like changing, shifting very rapidly, or the time is kind of slipping away from you, but for some reason it's challenging for you to start the journey, to find the time, to find the energy. Maybe there's some conflict or a person that isn't supportive. Tell me more. Ace of Wands, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The challenge here is to find the direction. And it's like when you find the time or the space or the energy to have that opportunity. But I do feel that I'm looking at this family card here from earlier, and I feel that someone here specifically, there's someone in your family that is actively resisting this path for you, or like not wanting you to, or discouraging you in some way. Okay, so that there's like a delay, a disappointment, but that does not mean it's not going to happen. Okay, it will happen for you. You have to find the time, the space, the energy. You have to believe. First and foremost, you have to have this King of Swords energy, right? Knowing where you want to go and why, and not letting anyone stop you. Once you draw from that and you have the strength, you will find it easier to find the time or find the path or find the energy in some way. Remember to stand your ground, Capricorn, whoever or whatever's challenging you. Okay, why it's difficult, not you can't, but why it's difficult for you to start this journey. I feel that's a very personal thing that you're going through. There's something, and the past energy was here too, so this could be something from the past. Okay, but I also feel that something here specifically from the past is being cleared, but in September, because you have 22nd to 27th of September. Okay, so something here is being cleared out, something that you were dissatisfied with, something that was a disappointment or a grief in your past here. And when this clears, the energy will get easier for you to start on this new path and working with these new energies. It's like that's when you take the first step, once this past energy is cleared, or past wound is cleared or healed. Okay, that's for someone specific. What's something unexpected that you don't see coming at this time? The High Priestess. I have to cover this a little bit, unfortunately. The High Priestess. Okay. The High Priestess. So, the blue lightning. Okay, there's something within this blue lightning. There's like a message or a calling. Okay, something is calling. This could be an actual call, but I feel I'm a spiritual. I'm an intuitive energetic reader. Okay, and I feel there's something shifting within the lightning, the blue lightning, the intuition, the feminine, as we discussed. There's a movement coming. There's a movement that you're connecting to, and it reignites you in some way. It like motivates you or activates you in some way. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, and this is what's going to change a situation here. This is what's going to activate a rebirth, the High Priestess energy. Something is really going to feel whole again, I'm hearing. Feel whole, yeah. Okay, Capricorn, I think I'm going to leave it at that because it feels like I could just go on and on and on and keep reading because the story isn't complete. So my, first instinct is to keep reading right now and keep drawing cards and talking about this. But part 2 will be coming and we will figure more out together. Until then, please take from this message the vision and what was said here today, and try and align to the energies and understand what it means for you, so that when part 2 comes, things will make sense for you in part 2, or you have healed things, or you're ready for the next level of your transformation in part 2. Okay? Thank you, Capricorn. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time.